Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I did these opal nude red bottom coffin nails with bling. So I'm just going to start off by doing my fill. I have already removed all of my old gel polish and I'm just going to go ahead and do the fill. I have a detailed video of how to do a gel fill. If you guys are interested, I will link it down below. So I'm just going to quickly go through all the steps that I normally do to do my fill. And here I'm just using primer. I will leave links to everything that I use down below if I have a link. If not, I will just leave the name and maybe you can look it up. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do my fill. I just usually do a base layer and add gel wherever is needed, but my nails were pretty much in shape, so I didn't have to do much. And after I was done, I did a full cure and I shaped them up a little and buffed them out and got them ready for nail polish. So here's how one hand looks. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other hand. I'm gonna start off with the primer. I do use primer just so that the gel polish will not start chipping in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 thin coats of this white gel polish. It's a bit streaky, so I have to kind of work with it a little. And after the 2 coats of the white gel polish, I'm just gonna go in with the nude polish. I guess I forgot to record that part. I'm so sorry. I will leave the name of the nude polish I used down below. And I'm gonna go in with my no wipe top coat and some of this opal pigment from Born Pretty store. I'll leave a link to it down below, as well as my 10% off discount code. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a layer of top coat, do a full cure, and do not cleanse the nails. I'm just going to go ahead and buff this pigment into the nails. I'm sorry I kind of got out of frame right here. But I do a top coat on top of this and I go in a second time just to make sure it's really opal-esque. I really wanted it to be very intense, so I did do 2 layers of that. And once I was done, I went ahead and top coated it again, did a full cure, and got ready to decorate. So here's how they look. I'm just going to be adding a lot of different rhinestones. I wasn't sure exactly what type of style I was going to put the rhinestones in, but I pretty much just went with it. So I'm going to be using top coat to adhere all of the rhinestones. For me, this just works the best. I can get a little messy with glue, so I never use glue. I just always usually use my top coat. And I just added the pink AB rhinestone in the middle, and around it I'm gonna add some of these clear AB rhinestones, and then I do a flash cure. I like to flash cure in between just so that nothing is moving around and it'll stay in place. And now I'm just gonna continue adding some more rhinestones. I did this in kind of like a backwards S shape, so kind of like a swirl going down the nail. And I used different sizes of rhinestones, but they're all AB. AB rhinestones are my personal favorite. So yeah, I just go ahead and continue applying the top coat where I want it, and then the little rhinestones where I want it. And once I get it in the shape and in the area that I want them, I go ahead and I do a flash cure. That way they don't move around again. And you want to make sure, if you're using top coat, that you are cleaning up around the sides of your nails before curing it. That way you don't cure the top coat onto your skin. It can cause like a little itchy reaction because it's not meant to be on your skin. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing, but just going the other direction down the nail. And I do tend to use a little bit extra top coat just so that it will fully secure the rhinestones. And I've had this set on for about a week. I know I'm doing this video pretty late, but yeah, I haven't had any stones pop off, so this method is just what works for me. Again, once I'm satisfied with how they look, I go ahead and do another flash cure, and then I will apply the top coat all in between and across the nail. I do not go over the rhinestones, but I do go carefully around the rhinestones. And then I will do a full cure to make sure the top coat is nice and cure all the way through. Doing rhinestones is super tedious. You have to be very patient. I did speed the video up a tiny bit, but you have to be very patient and work with it. But I think it's totally worth it. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and bling out the rest of the nails. Again, I had no idea which order or which way I was gonna put them. I was just placing them and doing whatever I thought looked good. So I have this rhinestone here in the middle, and I'm going to be adding some rhinestones all the way around it. I just flash cure in between. Every time my hand is off of the screen, I'm sorry, I'm flash curing it, and I forgot to hit pause during the video. So I'm just going and putting some more top coat around the nail. I like to do one side at a time, and then I'll just apply the rhinestones and just make sure that they're where I want them before flash curing them. And again, I just do the same exact thing on the other side. And then when I'm done, again, I will flash cure and then move on to the rest of the nail. So for this nail, I decided to go ahead and add some extra rhinestones, just kind of like going downward. So I just do one half first, the top half, and then the bottom half I'll do after. Again, just to make sure nothing's moving around, and I flash cure it and then move on to the second half. You want to look at your nails like in all directions, that way you can see if the rhinestones are crooked or not. Now I'm just going to finish them up with the rest of the rhinestones. And I apologize, I know my voice sounds a little raspy. I feel like I'm getting kind of sick, maybe from the beach. It was kind of cold. Sorry about that. I'm doing the voiceover and my grandma's right here beside me. And my dog is over there getting too close to her. She's freaking out. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish off the other nails. I wanted to do the pinky, the middle, and the thumb pretty blinged out, but I kept it pretty simple on the other two nails. So here's how I did the pinky. I used another one of them pink stones. And I just flash cured it in place. And now I'm going to put rhinestones around it. It takes really long when you're actually doing this in real life. It takes forever to sit and place all these rhinestones exactly where you want them. So once I arranged them how I liked them, I went ahead and I did a flash cure. And after the flash cure, I went and did the other side. And again, I just did the exact same thing. I flash cured. And then I was gonna go on and do the next nail. I was going to leave the pinky just like this and not add anything else to it, but later on I decided to just go ahead and bling it out a little bit more, which you'll see in a bit. So again, I'm just going to flash cure and move on to the next nail. When I'm working on these 4 fingers, I don't really do a full cure until they're all done. I just keep flash curing them just to try and save me some time. So here's, like I said, I moved on to the next nails. That's all I wanted to do the pinky at first. So again, I'm just going to keep these 2 really simple. So all I did was add 2 rhinestones to each nail. I'm going to do the first rhinestone now. I'm just trying to make sure they're exactly like where I want them. And now I'm going to go in and do the other rhinestone. I just wanted them to have some bling, but not too much. That way the nails weren't overly blinged out, if that makes any sense. Like, how is that even possible? But yeah, so I went ahead and put the other rhinestone, flash cured, and that's when I decided to add a little bit more to the pinky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that exactly the same way. And again, I'm just doing the exact same thing. I'm adding rhinestones. I'm flash curing in between just to make sure nothing gets moved around or messed up. And once I was done, I went ahead and I top coated all of the nails. I went around all of the bling and just top coated all of the nails. I did a full cure, added my cuticle oil, and I was done. Was a really easy set to do. It just takes a lot of time to place all the bling everywhere, but I really love how they came out. Again, I will have all the list of things that I used as well as links if I have them. So definitely check out the description. Here is the final look. I really love how they came out. The camera was not picking up all the different colors that they reflect. They reflect green, yellow, purple, blue, and pink. They just look different in certain lighting. I also forgot to record me placing a little rhinestone underneath the nails, just to add a tiny bit more bling. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this set down below. If you have any video requests, leave them down below. Don't forget, I now have an Instagram. I will leave it down below, as well as a Twitter if you guys are interested in following me, and I will follow you guys back. Let's keep in touch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I recently just hit 8,000 subscribers, which I am planning on doing a small giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.